Amanda here. This is a video was requested for me to go for all my palettes and talk about them. I want to start by saying if you don't like Morphe, you don't like the brand, I have a lot of Morphe palettes, so this video you're probably not going to like. If you don't like Jeffree Star, I have a lot of Jeffree Star palettes, and I continue to buy Morphe and Jeffree Star palettes. So if you have a problem with that, this is not a show for you. Just so you know, heads up, there's no shock involved. Okay? This is me going through all my palettes, holding them up and everything. If you have a problem with people consuming and stuff like that, this video is obviously not for you. But I am a YouTuber. I have a palette collection. I do get a lot of use out of them. I may go back to them and use them in a prior video. Like recently I was talking about James Charles in video, and I went through his palette with the Wet n Wild palette. Also, if you don't like a Makeup Revolution, you're not gonna like this, because I have a lot of Revolution palettes as well. But okay, my name's Amanda. How you doing? I hope you are here to enjoy the video. Okay, let's get started on my first stack I see in front of me. Okay, I have seen much larger collections than this, so I really don't have a good collection, really. But anyway, okay. This is the Key to Dragon. Didn't get much views from these. I expected to get a lot of views from it because I guess no one was interested. I like the palettes. They're not horribly bad, but they're a little overpriced. So, but this is going away. They're not restocking anything. So, I guess in the bankruptcy, this one hit this floor. But anyway, I don't have the birthday palette. I wanted the birthday palette, but never got it. So that, if that tells you anything, don't sit on anything. Okay, this is I like both of them. They're pretty nice. This one, I think is a little bit on the dark side for me. I don't get much use out of this one. So, but this is by Morphe. The quality is okay. This one's okay for me to use. I've used it, you can see my fingerprint there. It's been used, so I don't remember how many views I got from this one. I don't know, but they're okay. I love the mirror. I think the mirror is pretty good. It's a nice mirror. Okay. Okay, this is the other one. It's very pretty, and it has a lime shade that kind of just pops in there. Kind of odd, but okay. But it works well. I'm sorry by putting these on the floor. So I need to sort them again. After this, put them away. Okay, this one I got a lot of views from. I think this one everyone loved. This would make me really hate Ulta shipping. Ulta shipping is not very great in my area. I don't know how it is in your area. But if I don't have a shit ton of palettes, well, I know it will be in the box. Even the way they boxed my multiple palettes was kind of shitty. They kind of just threw it in there. They should have been individually wrapped. But okay. But this one's a beautiful palette. Stunning. Definitely one of the best palettes by Morphe. So if I do an episode like today on this, I probably get 80 views from it. Or more. I got 1,000 views on this. So, eventually, people actually like this palette. I'm not sure they have it anymore in stock. You shouldn't get rid of this palette. People like this palette. So I get a lot of views from it. It's very beautiful. Everyone at the time was coming out with the same palettes, like the nudie, pinky look with some golds and everything. Yeah, this came shipped to me, and this was shattered. I was pretty pissed about it. But anyway, it's very beautiful. It's a stunning palette. It's one of the, and it's really good formula. It's just one of their best. And of course, the mirror is really awesome. So people actually, I think, love this palette. Okay, this one I know is discontinued. I got it. It's the Nimue palette. I have nothing against him. He's cool. He's alright. So, I like how vocal he can be. It's pretty cool. So I don't think he lies and redos. I don't know what he does, but okay. I like this palette. A lot of people hated it because of weird shades, but the weird shades are in right now. They're in style. Like this kind of, it's like a duochrome shade. Is in right now. So he was definitely ahead of the curve. So this is a good palette. It's a nudie palette. And this is a duochrome. He was ahead of the curve. So, okay. But it's discontinued. Okay, this is Jaclyn Hill. I no longer support Jaclyn Hill, just so you know. So. Okay. I love this palette. I bought it when I just had my child. And if I wanted to go out, look special. I don't always go out with makeup. I really don't. I don't know. So I really were out the door pretty quickly. So normally I don't. But sometimes I do go out with makeup. I'll be honest. I'm gonna be honest. But I do wear makeup around the house. So I have time to do it. But anyway, I use this to go out because I wanted to feel special. I didn't, when you just have a child, and plus I had a C-section, I had to have one because I didn't dilate only up to 3, and it was like 12 hours, and I still wasn't dilated, so I needed a C-section. But anyway, I got this nude palette to try. I was starting to get the YouTube buzz again to do more videos. So yeah, I do love this palette. It works for me. So some people say it was dark, but I saw that they have lighter hair than me. It's a beautiful palette. The shimmers are not supposed to be like over the top shimmers. It's supposed to be a nude palette. I saw some people say that the shimmers stack because you don't get the feel of the palette. That's why you think they suck. It's a nude palette. But anyway, it just got me out of my funk that I was in. So, kind of unfortunate that you can't stop lying. Ooh. And I do know Morphe is not so innocent too, but I do know they're a company, not a person. They're not a person. They're a company, and they just got new owners. So hopefully the new owners will be much better with this business. So I do want to continue to support Morphe because they do make makeup artist palettes in an affordable way. And I feel like they're the only ones that do that. So I don't want Morphe to go under because I'm not a makeup artist, but I don't want to put makeup artists out of business, to be honest. That's why I continue to support Morphe. But anyway, but I don't have to support her overpriced stuff. Ooh, that was nasty. But anyway, I bought this one. This is my first Jaclyn Hill palette I ever bought. Loved it to death. Still love it. Haven't been in a while, but still love it. It's a nice nude. You can make it a nude palette without being too nude. It's kind of a red. I bring this out normally near Christmas and Valentine's Day. It's like my go-to. It's kind of unfortunate. With someone so much talent, just can't stop. But anyway, this is by Jaclyn Hill too. I don't know. I think I will get more use out of it when the fall comes because it's definitely giving me some fall vibes. I didn't get much use out of this one. I bought it to fit in my collection. And I think I may have done a video. I don't quite remember. Okay, this one is the other one. So I think I decided not to continue to depot my palettes because I was losing shades. So I don't think I'm going to depot anymore. I don't know how I feel about that because I kept losing shades that I loved. Be nice if the palettes were magnetic. So I don't think I'll ever depot this one, unfortunately. And I still have Jaclyn in there. It's just part of makeup history, and I'm just going to accept it as that. Because I don't want to lose shades and not lose money. But okay. She does make good palettes. Okay, I have this one in front of me. This is a Tasha Denona. It's quite pretty. But something I don't like with Tasha Denona, too much pigment payoff. To me, this is evidence of if you have too much pigment payoff, too much blending ability, it's just too much. You have to barely tap into the shades to use them. You have to be really mindful, and it takes longer to do your makeup because I'm gonna face it, I don't have darker skin. That would make sense if I had darker skin to use this palette. But I don't. I don't have brown or black skin. So it's like I can get it if you have darker skin. You would want to use something like this. It's nude. It's definitely Tasha Denona is definitely your brand if you're darker. But because it's so much pigment payoff. I don't hate them, but I don't go to use them because it takes so long. You have to build up to build down. It's too much. It's just too much pigment payoff. Okay, this is another Tasha Denona. It's a very beautiful palette. Of course, there's too much pigment payoff. Do I run to them? No. What? When I use them on YouTube? Yeah, I'll occasionally maybe do that. Just too much pigment payoff. I know that's not popular to say, but to build a shade up just a little bit is actually better than to build it down. Because to build it down, it takes longer. And not everyone's going for the same looks. So it's not a palette. It's not. I don't have tons of Tasha Denona palettes because I don't need them. I feel I don't need them. It's just they're too much pigment payoff. Sorry, they are. It's just too much. No one says that, but it's just too much, and it costs too much. I got this from BoxyCharm. So, okay. These are pretty much the opposite of that pigment payoff. Too little. The pink really don't show up on me. There's pigment, but it's so light, it's insane. These palettes are horrible. Yeah, I was like building and building and building and building and building and building, and it just wasn't working. So I have dark hair. They're horrible. Like Dunkin' coffee though. This is the Dunkin' e.l.f. They're horrible. Okay, these are not completely horrible, but they're tricky to work with. They're not that great, but I still create a good look with them. I can't say about these. I created this good look with these. Okay, I love these palettes. Not it's perfect pigment for me. The shimmers are okay. They're not horrible, but they're not the most great then either. You have to build them up a little bit. But anyway, they're very great. I think Wet n Wild needs to expand this formula. When I first tried this formula, they kind of knocked my socks off a little bit. It's like, wow, that's great. So, I don't remember how many views I got from it. But, this is Ofra. I don't like this palette. I just don't. I've dipped my finger in it accidentally. I just don't like it. Nothing wrong with the formula. I just don't like the color scheme. It's like a nutty color scheme. Okay, I don't use these. I keep it onto them in case I use them, but they're pressed glitters. Okay, this one's a great one. This is a good dupe for this one. This is by LA Colors. This is Gwen Stefani's brand. So it works better than hers. Sorry. It's $1. $1.25. This one is very cool. It's very dark. I mean, it's supposed to be. It's very goth. By Wet n Wild. It's good. I wish they would bring this back out. It's very pretty. I like this. Don't remember how many views I got off of it. Can we say horrible? I love her music. What? It don't make sense. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shimmers, and the matte you choose is super light. It's a pastel. I was like thinking when I saw it in the store, cool. That's awesome. You can carry it with you. It's well packed. It's not gonna break. Then I just see them in the color scheme again at home and realize it don't make sense. You had to travel with a full-size palette anyway to get this to work. So, like the compact idea, but it just fell short. Okay. Dr. Seuss. This palette's, it's not bad. That's why I like Revolution. It's not too much pigment, but it's just enough for me. The only thing sucks, they don't have a green shade in here by the shimmer. Kind of that green shade. Well, okay. But it's pretty and I like it. Wish I got more. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is a peach palette. Very beautiful. I did recently an episode on this one. Very pretty. Perfect for peaches. When I go to pick up peaches this summer from a peach orchard, I'm gonna wear this. It's very wonderful. Okay. This is Avocado. This is also a very good palette. Very good one. Very pretty. Very pretty shimmers. They're foil shimmers. Both of these. So, this one I don't really use, like, ever. I thought it was good at the time. I haven't really entered it. It's still in stock. They're overpriced. They're like $45 for what? For what? That you payment payoff is okay. Not terrible. It's not overpigmented either. It's nothing wrong with the palette. It's really overpriced. I got this in a boxy charm. He has way overpriced palettes. I think he's an influencer. I wouldn't say I never go into a pigmented palette. I do sometimes, but I wouldn't go into something that is nude. I would use color because the look is going to be very how in a way. So you're going to use color, like greens, blues, purples. Doesn't really make any sense to go for the effort to build them down, to build them up. It's just too much effort for a nude color scheme for me. It worked for darker skin. That's okay. But it's just not for me. Okay. Okay. We're going to the next stack. Here is my baby. I see over 1,000 views for this. And I love this palette. Who doesn't like this? But anyway, not too recently, but a few weeks ago, I went through the whole palette again to refresh my mind on it. So I haven't used it in a while. Oop. But it's very beautiful. I really love it. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And I really like it. Payment payoff is great. I really like it. A lot. That is great. The shimmers are like, they're okay. You can get them to look nice though. I did. It's great. Got a whole lot of views. I think I would definitely done better if I was ready. My skills were better. But I only got like a let's say 20 subscribers or something like that. So, but it's okay. It's okay. This one I hate with a passion. I did get it to work, but I have to go around like the edges here. No, shimmers are great, but the shades go around the edges because they're too pressed. And the color scheme should have been better. I have to say it's the worst palette by Jeffree Star. So, love the packaging. That's why I always have it in the background. Wish it was better. Okay, this one's great. It's very great. It's got a lot of pink. Even like the purples here are kind of pink. It's very beautiful palette. Can't say enough good things about this palette. It's very good. But you still have to build down a little bit to build up, which can be a hassle, but or you can just go and do a very pigmented look, kind of out there look for myself. So put this back here. But it's a great palette. I wouldn't say, like I said, if I'm going to use pigment shades, I'm going to use color. Okay, okay, this one. It's a plum palette. I wish it was smaller, but it's not. I'm not going to buy much like this anymore because it's in, well, I can't depot this one. But it's just, like I said, I waste shades when I depot them, and the new owners need to make them magnetic. Sorry, but you need to do so. Oop. But these are too dark for me. I think it will work on someone much darker. These are nude palette, but it's pretty. It's pretty. It's very gorgeous. I know people say this is so indebted, but makeup artist palettes aren't usually like that. So, okay. This one is probably the best one that Morphe has ever done. I mean, look at this. This is great. It's beautiful. It's Lucky Charm palette. They really did this right. They got everything correct with this. You do have to build up the shades on some of these shades a little bit, but it's beautiful palette. It works pretty well. I gotta say, it's a beautiful palette, and I love it. Okay, I think I used this recently, but I wouldn't put this in my favorites. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it's just not for me. I don't know. I just don't go to it. But it's pretty palette. Okay. This is a palette you would use with other palettes, of course. The color scheme is kind of all over the place a little bit. Just a tad. But it's great formula. And it's nice. Okay, this one, James Charles. You get pigment payoff with this one, definitely. I wouldn't say, I don't know, the blending's not bad. You get some really beautiful shades here. It's a nice rainbow palette. It's nice. But I don't understand why it's simply black and just with his name on it. If it's an influencer palette, it should be more better looking. I don't know, but okay. It seems like there's a normal Morphe palette. But okay. This one I bought because I was curious about the original formula with the 35B palette, the Lisa Frank palette. I showed you, got lots of views on. I went through it and I did a comparison video. The formula in here kind of, it's really not that good. It's really not that good. You really have to build up the shades. And I get when they first came out, this is one of the original palettes. I don't understand how people, that's why, I swear, people are not that bright, or I don't understand why they fall for these things. It's obvious that this palette is not very great. I don't understand why they fell for the affiliate codes YouTubers pushing it. I guess it's the social relationship they have with the YouTubers. But then, I don't know. I don't have that, I guess. If I bought a palette like this for someone who was raving about the quality and the price, and I getting a good deal, and then I go and try this palette, I would not watch them anymore. Period. I don't have that. I guess I'm not heavily, I can't be heavily influenced. So I'm just, I don't know, me seem like a jerk, but I don't understand why people thought these were good. They're not that good. They suck. But okay. Even for the times, they sucked. But anyway, yeah, because I was pretty new to the makeup influencer world when I bought this. It was just people finding out the drama with the Morphe. When it like kind of just happened. I don't know, not just happened. It was like a good year off from that. This is when I came into the beauty space. Because I was just using e.l.f. and Wet n Wild products. Never heard of Makeup Revolution yet. So, and the quality was bad. So, just bad. But anyway, I just don't understand. This is a great palette. It's very nice. It's a little drying to your skin. The old formula with Morphe is drying to your skin. The older formula, not this old. But it's in a really nice shade. It's got this really nice. This will get you to use the pressed glitters. Now pressed glitters are a lot better formulated now. It's very nice, and it's, you can match up with colors, but it's really a palette they use with other palettes. It's just, I really enjoyed this palette. So yeah, I guess I'm not depotting anymore. Yeah, I hate to, because I definitely want to. This one I only used like twice. It's great for makeup artists. It was, I think it is in a mini. I think they have a similar, yeah, they have a similar mini. So I would definitely recommend, if you're not a makeup artist, to get a mini with this one. It is great. The formula is great. The shimmers are great. They're nude shimmers, so it's like a nude pinky palette. It's good. Okay, this one. This is not bad, but I think they got too many of like shades like this in the palette. I don't understand why she needs those many shades. Oh, the same shade, but okay. This is by Jaclyn Hill. This is the original, but not the original. I heard the original formula was much better than this. But this one's not bad. It's pigmented. It sometimes can get overwhelmingly pigmented, but it's okay. It does it just right, I guess. What is wrong with her? Okay, okay, I think this is going to go in a 2-part series. So I'm going to finish up the ones I got right here and stop the video. Because if it's over too long, my editing really goes down. So, anyway. This one I loved. I loved it. It's very nude. I love it. Do I go into use it? It needs to be in mini. I get this makes sense for a makeup artist. But if it had a mini of each makeup artist palette, and then I think it would be better. I got great reviews from this. I do truly love this palette. I love the theming. I love the desert colors. They're truly awesome. And the formula is really great. This one, these, they look okay. You have to build them up. They kind of fade. So I think I didn't get this one and more attention to do more looks with this one. And everything goes together. It's great. It's a nice idea. It's really great. But I think the recent palette, the Empowered Butterfly collection, was better than this one. Okay, this is the ones I depotted. The C palette. I liked just the cover. So I really like this palette, and I really like depotting it because it let me know the individual shades and how they look and everything with them being by themselves. This is why I wish these were magnetic, so I won't have to lose shades. But anyway, very good palette. Like this palette. The greens can be better. This one, the purples, could have been a lot better than this palette. The bottom row of this palette, like the bottom row, like the oranges were great. This palette kind of let me down a lot. It's not very great, but just it's like I felt like they knew what they were doing, so they're giving you duds through the palettes to make it cheaper. I don't like that. But anyway, so I'm gonna close this video, and I will see you. I'll be filming another video on this tomorrow, another makeup video. Many blessings to you. I hope you liked all my opinions. What palettes do you have? Do you feel I was wrong about any of these palettes? Do you like a palette I don't like? I don't know. But anyway, do you hate a palette I like? I don't know. Let me know. So that's cool. I hope you like my makeup look. If you didn't see my other video, this is the Lily Monster look. So my hair down. This is Lily Monster. And yeah, no, she's actually green. I don't have a green foundation. But anyway, many loves to you, many blessings to you, and mwah, I'm gonna go give my child a bath, and I need to do dishes and other stuff. But anyway, thank you, many blessings to you. Bye.